शलाब्दिमग्नं कृपादृष्टि
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranams. Akinchana Krishna Prabhu, welcome back.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Welcome back, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sorry, a little late.
No problem, no problem. People are not at joined. Still we
No
will
problem. Take it. If you want, you can sing for more for 5 minutes. No problem.
No, what time
What do you
is
want?
your bus, Prabhu? What time is your bus?
Bus, I have changed a little bit. Tomorrow early morning I am going.
Okay.
Early morning 6 o'clock.
Then we can wait for another few minutes.
No problem. I got changed a little bit because it will be so early morning I am going.
Okay.
So 5 minutes if you want, you can sing. What do you think? If you want, you will start also.
Just we are waiting for the devotees to join. That's all.
They can come.
तदेशदज्ञेषु भक्तर्जिदत्वं पुनः प्रेमदस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशादभिः इदं ते वपुर्नाद गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य वीरस्तं किमन्ये इदं ते मुखाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीलैर्वृदं कुण्डलैस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्य विरास्तमलं लक्षलाभै नमो देवदामोदरानन्दविष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नं कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यादिदीनं वदानो गृहाणेशमामज्ञमेध्यक्षदृश्या कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्तैव यत्त्वात् त्वया मोजितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च तदा प्रेमभक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुधाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदराय विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
Hare Krishna. Welcome
Yes.
all devotees for our Karthik month special Dham Yatra. Today we will be visiting Chardham Yatra and we'll be going to Badrinath and Josh Math and Devarajaya.
Deva
And
Prayag.
glories of, yeah, Devaprayag and glories of Shankaracharya. So welcome all devotees for this evening session and for taking all of us to these places. We have His Grace Akinchana Krishna Das Prabhuji. He's everybody knows Prabhuji very well. Still, is the temple president of Vellore Temple in Chennai, and is a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Sai Maharaj. And today we will be concluding this Chardham Yatra, and Prabhuji will be going for some personal job. That's the reason we are stopping. After 2 days, Prabhuji will come again and Prabhuji will take us to Rameshwaram, the other Dham of Chardham. So we will welcome Prabhuji for this evening session by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times all together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Akinchana Krishna Prabhu, please take over now.
Thanks, Prabhu. Om Jnana Timirandashya Jnananjana Salakaya Saksuranmridam Jena Dasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Budare Srimade Bhakti Vikasu Swamini Namane Namaste. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Budare Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunya Badi Bhashatya Desadari. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Humble obeisances and happy welcome to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis for the 5th day Yatra of this Devabhumi, Chota Chardham Yatra in Himalayas. So on the past 4 days, we visited many places, starting from Haridwar, Rishikesh, then to Yamunotri, then Uttarakasi, Gangotri, then Guptakasi, Kedarnath yesterday, and finally, today we will be visiting the most important holy shrine, Badrinath. On the way, we will visit a very important holy place, the base of Adi Sangara, known as Josimat also. Then on our way back from Badrinath down towards Haridwar, Rishikesh, we will be visiting very important places like Karnaprayag, first Rudraprayag, Nandaprayag, Karnaprayag, then finally Devaprayag, then finally Rishikesh. So we visited many places. Of course, in future we will probably plan and real physical tour for all these places. There, I plan to speak more elaborate on the topics that we have already covered on the past 4 days. So today we will speak about Badrinath and Josimat and about Adi Sangara. But from morning I was preparing for these classes. Gradually I was able to realize that for each and every topic, we need 2-3 separate classes. About Badrinath, we can speak some minimum 2-3 classes. About Adi Sangara and his philosophy, even we can speak for 6-7 classes, something like that it seems. Anyway, time is limited in Kali Yuga. We will try to speak something. By the mercy of the Lord, praying at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. So yesterday we understood Guptakasi means concealed. There, Lord Shiva, he didn't want to get prayers from the pure devotees Pandavas. He was ashamed, he was humbled as he made himself into a bull form. But Bhima was able to understand this is Lord Shiva. He captured the back hum portion of that particular bull Shiva. That particular hum portion is known as the Sivalinga, Jyotilinga in the famous Kedarnath fields, and lot of Kedarnath fields, like paddy fields, field of liberation is known as Adi Kedarnath temple. So after taking darshan of Kedarnath, we returned to Guptakasi and we took rest. Then again in the early morning, we start our travel. It's a long travel, just 150 kilometers, but it takes minimum 6 to 7 hours to reach Josimath, the base for visiting Badrinath. The base for visiting Yamunotri is Janaki Chetty or Barkot town. The base for visiting Gangotri is Uttarakasi town. The base for visiting Kedarnath is Guptakasi town. And the base for visiting Badrinath is Josimath town. So every day morning we have to go by walk towards all these 4 holy shrines. In the evening we have to return actually, because one cannot stay in the night in Yamunotri, Gangotri, Badrinath, Kedarnath. Badrinath we can stay, but it's not very long. So this Josimath, which is situated before reaching Josimath, we come across a very important city known as Chamoli, the district headquarters of Chamoli district. Amongst all the districts of Uttarakhand, Chamoli is the biggest district. So the Chamoli town is so important for ourselves, not for that reason. It is very important for ourselves because in the outskirts of Chamoli city town, before Chamoli village, very important one Shiva temple named Gobeswar Mandir is situated. So in our Vaishnava Parambara, generally we refer Gopinath as Lord Sri Krishna. But here, Lord Shiva is known as Gobeswar. I don't know what is the reason. But this is the place in front of the temple. You can see a big trident actually again, used by Lord Shiva in the previous timings, Vedic timings. It is said that Lord Shiva, when he got angry on Madanadev, Kamadev, because Kamadev wanted to ignite Krodha, Kama in the heart of Shiva. So Shiva got so much angry, he threw this big trident on Kamadev, somehow that he escaped. So this is the place where the trident got entrapped in the mountain, and in front of that a big temple was made, Gobeswar Mandir, for Lord Shiva. It is said that many great stalwart authorities of even Vedic time, they tried to remove the trident, shake the trident, but they became unsuccessful. So now, from there, by traveling, we are reaching the very important base town for reaching Badrinath, known as Josimath. Josimath, basically, this is known as Jyotirmath in Vedic time. So it's a slang name. It's a little different in the slang, that's all. It has become Josimath. The original name is Jyotirmath. This Jyotirmath is very important town for so many reasons actually. The first main important reason is that as per the Sri Vaishnavas, it is believed as one of the 108 important Divya Desam known as Tripri Divya Desam. And in this Tripri Divya Desam, there used to be a big Vishnu temple. We will speak about that in the end of our lecture. But now there is a very important temple of Lord Narasimhadev is situated in the innermost portion of this particular small town known as Josimath. So in that Narasimha Bhagavan temple, we can see the beautiful deity of Lord Narasimhadev, and nearby one can see a beautiful temple of Lord Vasudev also, the beautiful deities one can see. So this Narasimhadev deity is made of Salagram Sela, very big Salagram Sela. So the deity is so powerful. It is said that the deity is so powerful. Previously, if somebody goes to take darshan of this particular deity, immediately the deity will say or give the whole details of the sin committed by the particular visitor or devotee. It will say, this is the sin you committed, this is the sin you committed. Maybe it may reveal in our heart all the sins committed by ourselves and made ourselves humble. The hand of this Narasimhadev deity is gradually diminishing, shrinking, and it is said that once when it becomes so small, on the way from Josimath to Badrinath, we can see the two beautiful big mountains known as Nara and Narayana. They will close the whole path, and no longer one can visit this Badrinath temple. So naturally, in this small town Josimath, in one part of this town, there is a small Sivalinga shaped Kshetra is there. It is said that that particular place will become Bhavishya Badari, future Badrinath. And naturally, one of the important Alvar, known as Thirumangai Alvar, he visited this holy place and he has sang so many pasarams, around some 13 pasaram about the beauty of this particular place, about the glory of this particular place, and naturally the beauty of the Lord and the nature of the Lord who resides in this Tripuridi Divyadesam, now known as Josimath, that we will see in the later portion of our lecture. This Josimath is very important for some other reason. This is the base for Adi Shankara. Like Srirangam is the base for Ramanujacharya. Jagannath Puri is the base for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Govardhan is the base for Vallabhacharya. And Udupi is the base for Madhvacharya. This is the base for Adi Shankara. So Adi Shankara, we'll speak about him a little bit. His glory is also unlimited, even though his philosophy is strong from the perspective of our Vaishnava theology. So Adi Shankara appeared in Kaladi in southern part of India, known as Kerala. Particularly small.
അല്ല ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കുന്നത് ഇപ്പൊ മാതാജി ഇന്ന് തീരുമാനം എടുക്കണമെങ്കിൽ സീനന്റെ വോട്ടർ അടുത്ത് ചോദിക്കണ്ടേ? അപ്പൊ ആരോട് ചോദിച്ചു? ആരോട് ചോദിച്ചിട്ട് രണ്ടുപേരും ചെന്നു ശിവനപ്രഭുവിന്റെ അടുത്ത്
Adi Shankara appeared in a place in a small village known as Kaladi on the bank of Periyar River in southernmost Indian state of Kerala. This particular small town or small place, Kaladi, is not so far away from Kochi International Airport. This particular small place is now, it comes under the geographical limits of Ernakulam district of Kerala. So even though Adi Shankara appeared here, he traveled throughout whole India. The religious history is very great actually. So he collected so many disciples, brahmachari and sannyasi disciples, and he established his base mutt in Josimath. Of course, it is said that he established 4 important mutts in the 4 corners of India. One mutt in Govardhan mutt, in Dwaraka, and one mutt in Jagannath Puri, one mutt in southern portion of India, Sringeri, and one mutt in Josimutt. Of course, he established many other mutts also. But amongst all the mutts, this Josimutt is so much important because this is the place where he stayed and he wrote all the big important Mayavadi commentaries on Vedanta Sudra. So he wrote his Sari Rahabhasya here. He wrote his commentary on Bhagavad Gita here. And just like Ramanuja has Puratalvan, Pura is his personal secretary for writing. He also used to have one personal sannyasi disciple known as Dattacharya, who used to sit near Adi Shankara, and he wrote all the commentaries on behalf of him. So this is the place where he wrote his famous Mayavadi philosophy, Sariraka Bhashya. Of course, as per it needs a lot of time to discuss the philosophy, and this lecture we are going to avoid that particular subject. So we have to visit this mutt, Sankara mutt in Joshimutt or Jyotir mutt. There we can see that vibration of Adi Shankara and his sannyasi disciples, can perceive it. And there is a beautiful Marakata Linga in a small cave where Adi Shankara used to do meditation. It's very beautiful Marakata Linga, and every day 1 or 2, 3 times puja is done, afternoon, morning and evening. So we have to go and see that Marakata Linga puja, and when the pujari shows that lamb to the white Marakata Linga deity, and it will appear in a very beautiful greenish form. This is the Marakata Linga worshipped by Adi Shankara. So this whole region is so much important for so many reasons, because all the Puranas, epics, Brahma Sutras are written here, of course, in Vyasa Guha, that we will reach when we go to Badrinath. And all the Sabdarishis, that portion I will explain actually. So now, this particular city is situated on the Adi Shankara established Josimutt, and he established a mutt in Dwarakapuri, in Sringeri and Jagannath Puri. So this particular town is situated on the bank of Alakananda river. Of course, this area is surrounded by so many beautiful rivers known as Puspavati river, Dauli Ganga, Nandahini, of course, Alakananda also. Then from Jyotirmutt, we continue our travel towards Badrinath, the land of Badri. So it's a beautiful journey for 1.5 hours to 2-3 hours actually, 2 hours maybe maximum. As we proceed in the path, first we will come across Vishnuprayag, then we will reach a town known as, not a town, it's a hilly, shallow valley region known as Pandukeswara. So this is the place. There, King Pandu did so much tapasya also, and all the 5 Pandavas, they took birth in this particular small village known as Pandukeshwar. So if you cross the river, one can visit a small temple of Lord Shiva known as Pandukeshwar temple also. As we proceed more towards Badrinath, we will come across a small village known as Hanuman Chetty. Previously, we visited on Hanuman Chetty, but this Hanuman Chetty is very much important because this is a place where we know the story that Vayu Bhagavan, in the form of an old monkey, subdued the ego of Bhima. So Bhima was going to, all the Pandavas, they were walking, and when they grown up, they came to this forest during their Vanavas. So Draupadi was able to smell nice fragrance of a flower, and he asked Bhima to bring a flower. Bhimadev started walking. On the way, one old monkey was sleeping. Then finally, Bhimadev tried to remove that monkey from the path. He was unsuccessful in his attempts. Then finally, that monkey showed his original form as Vayu Bhagavan and subdued the egoistic idea of I am the greatest man, egoistic physical strength based ego of Of course, it's a Leela. We don't have the right to comment on Bhimadev. So he subdued the ego of Bhimadev. So as we go up gradually, we come to this important holy place known as Badrinath. So why this particular place is known as Badrinath? This is a very important holy place. As soon as you reach there, you can be able to understand you can able to feel the vibration of this particular place. Of course, whenever as far as Josimat is concerned, when I speak about Adi Sangara, I will speak a little more. What are the books he wrote in this particular place? We will speak a little bit about the life history of Adi Sangara also afterwards, if time permits. So now first we will speak about Badrinath. So Badrinath is one of the most important 8 Swayam Vyakta Kshetrams of Lord Vishnu in India. So in India, in the holy land of Bharatavarsha, we see so many important temples of Lord Vishnu, Krishna, Perumal in Tamil. So amongst all the 108 Divyadesam or innumerable number of Vishnu temples scattered in different parts of India, Ram temples, Narsimha Bhagavan temples situated in different parts of India, 8 deities, they came by their own will. They were not sculptured actually. All these 8, I can give the list of these 8 Swayam Kshetras. First and foremost is Sri Rangam. There the name of the Lord is Ranganatha Swami. Second is Tirumala, Tirupati. There the name of the preceding deity is Venkateswara, Balaji, his nickname. Third and most important is Badrinath. Here the name of the Lord is Badri Vishal. Then Muktinath. There the name of the Lord is Chakravani. Then Sri Mushnam. It's a very important holy place, small town in the middle portion of Tamil Nadu. The name of the Lord is Varaha Swami. This is the only one important Varaha Swami temple, Varaha Avada temple in India. Very important. Of course, Varaha Swami temple is in Andhra Pradesh also. Very important temple. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited here. Then another important place is known as Nanguneri, near Kanyakumari, or near the holy place Thiruvattar. All the Gaudiya Vaishnavas knows the name Thiruvattar, Adikeshava temple, because where Lord Chaitanya found the first copy of Brahma Samhita. So near that holy place, this Nanguneri is a big town, and there, this is one of the Divedesam. There's a very big, beautiful lake is there. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited this temple also. So name of the temple is Thotatri Perumal. So it is said in the temple records that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited here, and Mahaprabhu has written the purpose of the visit is that to try to found Brahma Samhita and Krishna Karnamrita. Then 7 is Salagram, then Naimisaranyam, Puskar, all come under the category of Swayam Yakta Kshetra. Amongst all the Swayam Yakta Kshetras, this Badrinath is so much important, and it is so glorious. Most of the great devotees whose history, religious history, appear in Srimad Bhagavatam, the greatest literature of Vedic culture. They came here. Arshavadeva came here, Uddhava came here, Maitreya Rishi came here, all the Pandavas, they came here, and all the great Acharyas, Ramanuja, Sangara, of course Sangara stayed here for so much time, and even Madhva, they visited these holy places. In fact, the Lord himself in the form of Nara and Narayana, they are staying here and doing meditation for the welfare of the human beings. Many pastimes happened here. Of course, first we will see why the Lord came here. It is said that in between the Lord and his Kanshat, or in another way, Nayaha and Nayahi. Sometimes spiritual quarrel arises to increase the happiness. So one time, the Lord took up the mode of renunciation from his wife Lakshmi and came to this place. At the time, this place was full of Badri forest. So he was staying here and doing meditation. And Lakshmi herself came in the form of a Badri tree and was protecting the Lord from the onslaughts of rain, snow, winter, air, whatever. Then finally the Lord realized this is Lakshmi. Again, she fell in with love with Lakshmi. Then for the welfare of spiritual welfare of the devotees, both of them started to stay there by the prayers of the devotees, and they are situated there, they are stationed there in the name of Badri Vishal and Lakshmi. There still one can see the Lord is sitting in a yogic posture, in a sitting posture. So Uddhava came here, Rishabhadev came here, Pandavas came here, Maitreya Rishi came here. This river is just, this temple is situated just on the bank of beautiful Alaknanda river. There on the bottom portion of the temple, one can see by the mercy of the Lord, there is a Tapta Kund, very hot summer, hot water, always gushes out. There's a water spring producing hot water is there actually. One can take bath there. And in the temple, it's a relatively little big temple. The deity room, one can see the darsana of Badri Vishal, Lakshmi, Kubera also, Kubera, then Sudarsana Chakra, then Gardalvar, then Narada Muni also. Why Kuber is here? Because the direction of Kuber in the universe is northern direction. So he is the Lord of northern direction. So this area belongs to Kuber. From this area is area of control begin actually. Sometimes in a mysterious way it is said that under this mountain, under the region of Badrinath, Kuber has stored so many valuable gems, diamonds, and so many things also. So naturally, this is the place where the treasure of Devadas, he lives here, and naturally, he has so much money, treasure here in this particular area also. Of course, he is in the form of a small mountain also near the Naranarayana mountain. Nara and Narayana Rishi, they appear in a beautiful form, two beautiful mountains also in this region. And once it used to be, of course, the appearance of Adi Sangra is very much important. He did a greater service for Vedic culture. Of course, even though he did this service by writing Mayavada philosophy on Vedanta Sutra, but he did greater service for Vedic culture by removing Buddhism from the different parts of India. So during the time of Adi Sankara, or prior to the appearance of Adi Sankara, Buddhists gradually they diminished the importance of Vedic culture in India. They captured the important holy places, Kshetras like Jagannath Puri, Kanchipuram, and Badrinath. They removed the main worshipable deities of Vishnu in these holy places and reinstalled Buddha deities there. So when Adi Sankara came to this place, he was able to see Buddha deities here. Gradually by his preaching, and by his preaching, by the influence of and the power of the local king, he removed Buddhism from here and these deities from here. Then he wanted to re-establish Badri deities, Badri Narayan deities, Badri Vishal deity. Then by meditation, he was able to understand deep within the water of Tapta Kund, the Badri Vishal deities were submerged, thrown by the Buddhist. So he made a big dip inside the river Alaknanda and the Tapta Kund, then brought the deities back, reinstalled the deities again in Badri temple, Badri Vishal temple, and still one can see proving this incident that there are some cracks on the body of Lord Badri Vishal. So he used to stay 6 months here, 6 months down in Josimat. So when the Lord during the hot season, when he comes down, he will stay in the Narsimha Bhagavan temple that I explained the previous portion of this lecture. The Lord will stay here for 6 months. Then again in the summer season, he will stay in his Padari Vishal temple. Of course, there are 5 Badaris are also there. Vishal Badari, then Bhavishya Badari, Vritta Badari, and Adari Badari, Adi Badari also. All are situated near and there is present there Badrinath. So Badrinath is so much important for so many other reasons. So again we have to walk towards the northern direction, little up. So there the most important place for our devotees, the place to see is that Vyasa Guha. So in this Vyasa Guha, the Lord's incarnation, literary incarnation, Vyasadeva, they used to stay here and he wrote all the Vedic literatures in this particular place. A very important place. Here one can see the deity of Vyasa Bhagava, and near the Vyasa Guha we can see Ganesh Guha also. So Ganesh acted as a secretary, a writer for Vyasa Bhagava. Even in Srimad Bhagavatam, it's very beautifully explained that Vyasa was doing meditation on the eastern portion of river Saraswati. So there one can see in the nearby area, river Saraswati flows in a beautiful way. It flows only for 9 kilometers, then again goes deep inside the Bhumandala, finally merges with Yamuna in Allahabad, or presently which is known as Prayagraj. So in the Vyasa Guha, one can take darshan of Vyasadev, and the top portion of Vyasa Guha we can see that the stone is in the form of so many manuscripts. So Vyasadeva used to write, keep everything one on another. Even the stones are in the shape of so many beautiful manuscripts. So this Mana village is said to be the first village panchayat of India. At some time it is said that it is the last village panchayat of India, almost on the border of Tibet actually. So again from this Mana village, one has to climb up to a place known as Surga Arohana. So for crossing Saraswati river, previously the great devotee of the Lord, Bhimadev, he brought and put a big stone boulder. So by walking on that we have to cross. So in the Surga Arohana village, all the 5 Pandavas gradually they left this material world and ascended to the spiritual world. There one can see a beautiful falls known as Vasudhara Falls also. Like that in Badri, there are so many important places to see. And down of Badrinath temple, near the Alaknanda river, in a big rock, one can offer Putra Darpana. So it's a very important place for offering Putra Darpana. So it is said that if somebody offers Putra Darpana in Alaknanda river, in Badri, and afterwards, even if he fails to offer Putra Darpana on the particular day of the death of his father, there is nothing wrong. This is the place where Shiva also got redeemed of his sin of removing the head of his father. So one time we know this history that Shiva, out of angry, removed the head of his father Brahma. But that head, removed head, detached head from the body of Brahma, it was attached to the, it's like something like a paste head to the hand of Lord Shiva. So wherever Lord Shiva was roaming within this universe, everybody was immediately able to understand he has killed his own father. Vidahatya, he killed his own father. So whenever he used to take Bhiksha, everybody was laughing. So he was going here and there and worshipping all the deities, but nobody was able to remove his father's head from the hand of himself. Finally, when he came here and worshipped Badrinath, Lord Badrinath, by his mercy, he got redeemed of his sin, and finally the head fell down. in this particular holy place. So this Vyasaguha is so much important because when Ramanuja and then again Madhva, when they wrote commentaries on Vedanta Sudra, Vaishnava commentaries on Vedanta Sudra, defeating the Mayavadi commentaries of Adi Shankara, especially Ramanuja came here and he stayed here and took the darshan of Vyasadev and wrote his commentary. And in the Madhva Vijaya, it is said that Madhvacharya came here and he fasted for many days, but he gave feast for his disciples. He alone came here and met Vyasadev 2-3 times actually before writing his commentaries on Vedanta Sudra and before writing Mahabharata. So still Vyasadev is living here. One can feel the presence of Vyasadev here. So whoever comes here, they have to pray for the blessings of Vyasadev to understand the Vedic literatures, especially Srimad Bhagavatam written by himself. So it's a very important place for our Gaudiya Vaishnava. Then Badri is so much important for so many reasons like that. So now we read from one important book written on Badri by one Sri Vaishnava lady devotee, but who was working as an IAS officer in different departments of Indian administrative services. So she gives so many details about his Badrinath. So in Badrinath, one can see amazingly the pujaris of the temples, they are from the Nambudri caste of Kerala. Because Adi Sankara, he brought the pujaris from the state of Kerala and trained them very strictly, and from time immemorial or for a long generation to generation, they are worshipping the Lord under the following the rules and regulations in a very strict way. So naturally, she writes there are 5 Kedarnaths. Yesterday I explained Kedarnath, 5 Kedars: Kedarnath, Madhyeshwar, Dugganath, Rudranath, and Gobeswar. Then there are 5 Prayags: Deva Prayag, Srinagar, Rudra Prayag, and Karna Prayag. Then she explained so many different stories about this particular holy place, Badrinath also. One story I forgot to tell actually. So in the Mana village is connected with this story. We know the story of Kandagarna. Who was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. So he was from tribal caste actually. So he was a devotee of Lord Shiva, and every day he used to take one dead body as an offering to Lord Shiva. So he was so much devoted to Lord Shiva, he used to have some earrings in his ear actually. As soon as he hears the name of Vishnu, he will shake his head and produce some sound by this bell, and he used to block the air. He didn't want to hear the name of Lord Vishnu at all. But after a long time, Kandagarna developed a desire to get moksha. So he went to his devoted Lord Shiva and asked for moksha. Then finally Shiva revealed the glory of Lord Vishnu, and he told that you are my devotee, but try to understand that moksha can be attained only by the mercy of Lord Vishnu. So he was in the mode of ignorance. He told, so as per your instruction, I will go and worship Lord Vishnu, but what offering I will give? So it is said that, of course, he took the same dead body and offered to Lord Vishnu also. Gradually, he became a devotee of Lord Vishnu. This Kandagarna belonged to this particular region. Of course, Badrinath is famous for so many other things. So Rishabhadev came here. So there is a place connected with Lord Rishabhadev, whose transcendental activities are explained and narrated in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. So he did tapasya here. And this is a very important place for Jains also. So many Jain sadhus, they used to come here. And the Alahaburi, which is a residence of Kubera, is not far away from this Badrinath holy place also. So naturally here one can see the influence of Kuber also. So here it is said that one can worship Naranarayana Rishi and became famous for his renunciation also. One can worship Kuber also to become rich actually. So in this way, one can spend whole days in this Badari enjoying the atmosphere of sanctity, purity, and bliss of Krishna Bhakti, Vishnu Bhakti here. Then gradually, when we come down, we will stay in Josimat again. So Josimat, we can see the influence of Adi Shankara. So Adi Shankara appeared in the village known as Kaladi in South India. From the beginning of his life, from his infanthood, he wanted to become a sannyasi. His mother was not allowing. So we know that story. Of course, that Kaladi village is situated in a river, on the bank of a river known as Periyar, which flows in between Tamil Nadu and Kerala state. One day he wanted to bring this Periyar river to the place of his mother itself. So naturally, that particular Kaladi, a tributary of Periyar, known as Ponnar, is there actually. For that, he wrote a beautiful stotram known as Ganagadhara Stotram. But amazingly, it seems internally he was a great devotee of Lord Sri Krishna from the beginning. So Adi Shankara wrote this Ganagadhara Stotram when he was a small boy itself on Lord Sri Krishna. Of course, writing all the Mayavandri commentaries. Finally, he wrote Bhajagovindam. So the Prabhupada quotes this Bhajagovindam in his books, Science of Self-Realization. Bhajagovindam, 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 Mudamate, Samrapte, Sannigate Kale. Nahinek Rakshari Bhajagovindam. But at the same time, he took sannyas. We know the story, especially South Indians know this story very well. He went to take bath in that particular river along with her mother. A crocodile captured him. He was crying, shouting. Then his mother told, I will allow you to take sannyas. Then he escaped from the crocodile. Then he went and took sannyas. So he went to North India, and in the middle portion of India on the bank of Narmada, he got initiated in the sannyasa order of life. Then he traveled from Gujarat to Bengal, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. He defeated, he removed Buddhist culture from the face of India. He debated and conversed with the followers of Karma Mimamsa, Charvakrisi's followers, and Nyaya followers, and the Buddhist scholars and Jain scholars, and defeated everybody and established Vedic culture in India. As I said, he established 4 mutts in 4 corners of India. 1 mutt in Jagannath Puri, 1 mutt in Dwaraka, 1 mutt in Josimat in Uttarakhand, 1 mutt in Sringeri in South India. Then finally, he wrote so many. He wrote so many commentaries. He wrote commentaries on Katha Upanishad, Isha Upanishad, Prashna Upanishad. He wrote commentary on Bhagavad Gita. He wrote commentary on Vedanta Sudra. He wrote commentaries on so many pranas. But of course, from the perspective of Mayavada philosophy. So his Mayavada philosophy is strongly condemned by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even though internally it seems he is a devotee of Lord Sri Krishna. So Mahaprabhu said that in one sense, it is not wrong to blame Shankara because he is the incarnation of Lord Shiva. So by the order of his Lord Krishna, Vishnu, he appeared in Kali Yuga, and in order to divert the atheistic class of people from the worship of Lord Sri Krishna, intentionally he wrote this Mayavadi commentary. So Lord Chaitanya quoted from one prana, Mayavadi asas sastram buddham bautam uchyade mayaiva vihidanki devi kalau brahmana rubina. So Shiva said to his wife Parvati Devi that by the order of my Lord, I will appear in Kali Yuga in the form of a Brahmana. and will write commentaries on Vedas in such a way that people will get diverted. So that happened. He appeared in the Nambudiri Brahmana caste of Kerala, Adi Shankara. His father, I think, some Sharma, he was a pujari in a Shiva temple in Kaladi actually. It is said that he died, Madhvacharya said that he disappeared, he died when he visited, when he was staying in Kedarnath, and some of his followers, they say that he died and disappeared in Kanchipuram in South India in Tamil Nadu. So this is a star story about Adi Shankara, even though he can go on speaking about himself, it seems, for a long time. So now we start our descending journey from Josimat to Rishikesh and finally to Haridwar, the land portion of India. So as we come down gradually, we will come through so many prayers. First we will come to Nanda Prayag. So in the Nanda Prayag, of course, it's very deep in there, it's a forest. One has to visit a place where Ravana did tapasya. So Ravana did tapasya here for getting the mercy of Lord Shiva. It is said that this is the place where, standing in this particular place, he lifted Kailas and shaken Kailas. Of course, we know the story. And Lord Shiva, he pressed it, he started crying. The word Ravana itself means he will make everybody cry. Then by his atrocity activities, he will also cry out of depression. So this is the meaning of Ravana. He will make everybody cry, and by his demonic acts, he himself will cry. Of course, in Ramayana we are seeing many times he cries out of frustration. Then we come down to a place known as Karna Prayag. This is the place where Karna also did tapasya. Of course, tapasya is done by everybody. Sometimes they have demonic mentality, sometimes they have some good sadhik mentality. The tapasya of devotees are in sadhik mentality, without no motive. Adanam najanam nasundarim kavidama jagadisa kamaye mama janmani janmanesware bhavadar bhakti rahe. But demons like Karna, they do tapasya for some other reason. So he did tapasya on the bank of Alakananda here. So in this particular city, we can visit another place where Narada Muni did tapasya. But Narada Muni did tapasya for some other reason. He did tapasya for achieving the knowledge about different ragas. It is said that he was instructed by Surya Bhagavan here in different ragas, so that he is able to sing about the glories of Vishnu continuously in a melodious way. And finally, as we come down, we come to this holy place known as Deva Prayag, where Bhagirathi and Alakananda, they meet together, they join together. It's a very beautiful place. There we have to come down. It is said that Lord Rama also did tapasya here. His father, Dasharatha, did tapasya here, did so many sacrifices here. Amazingly, this is one of the important 108 Divya known as Trikadigai Nagar, Kadi Nagar. Amazingly, here the main presiding deity itself is Rahuna, Lord Rama. The deity name is Rahuna deities. So one can visit here also to take the darshan of the Lord here. Then gradually we have to come down and reach Rishikesh, Badrinath. And Alvars visited all these important places. So we can see and we can hear 2-3 nice poems from Alvars Divya Prabandham about the glorification of Lord here. And we can hear the songs generally sung by the devotees and the pujaris of Lord Badri when they do puja for Badri also. So the pujaris, when they do arati for Badrinath, they sing like this. Pavana Mandaga Sugandha Sidala, Kema Mandira, Sobidam Jala, Neelatanga, Behat Nirmala, Sri Badrinath, Viswambaram. Oh Lord Badrinath, Savior of the world, you are adorned by the temple of snow and beautifully set near holy Ganges, where the cool breeze is blowing. Shesha Karat Nishtina, Dharat Dhyana Maheswaram, Veda Brahma Karat Sudi, Sri Badrinath Viswambaram. O Sri Badrinath, the Lord of Himalayas is being worshipped eternally by Ananda, the Lord among snakes, and by Shiva, Brahma holding the Vedas in his hand, who all are chanting the praise of Lord Badrinath. Now, Badri is glorified by Tirumangai Alvar in 11 pasurams. Amazingly, the meaning is related with the external structure of Badari also. So you will sing only just 2 poems. முத்து கோதுனையா முன்னடி நோக்கி வளைந்து இற்றகால் போல தள்ளி மெல்ல இருந்து அங்கி இளையாமல் பெற்ற தாய் போல் வந்து பேச்சு பெருமுறை ஈட்டும் உயிரை பற்ற வாங்கி கொண்ட வாயான் வதறி வணங்குதுமே. So the meaning is very important. Before we bend double with age and develop all the infirmities of old age, like needing a walking stick to hold our faltering feet and have to rest often to catch our breathing, go to Badari and offer worship to the Perumal who sucked the life out of Pudana, the Demonas. So generally it is said that people think that when we become old, we will become devotees of Krishna or Rama. But when we become old, we bend down, we need a walking stick for walking, we have heavy breathing for walking. Especially in olden days, to reach the places like Badari by walking is very difficult because it is hilly region and one cannot walk at all. Still now we have difficulty in walking. So as Alvar is advising ourselves, when we have physical strength in the body itself, walk towards Badari and worship the Lord there and get moksha there. Because Pudana came in the mood of sucking the life of Lord Sri Krishna. Even for her, the Lord awarded moksha. Then what else he will do for a devotees, after devotees like ourselves? That's the mood he says. Here the Alvar says that to trek up to Badari in a very difficult task, especially when we become old, at a time both physically and mentally, it will be a tough assignment. So he advises the devotees to go to Badari even when your youth is in your hand, in your control. So the same mood only he is writing all these pasurams, all these poems. So we can hear another one poem also. Papa upper Mutaboru part of the Sindiranai, Yoppa Aikal Poda Vanda Untamar Kanvinanju, Serpu Nerma Kongai Nalar Tamhari Adamundu, Paipatangal Albumanan, Badari Vanangudume. In this pasuram, the Alvar says that let us go to Badari before we get afflicted with phlegm due to the severe cough, and before the beautiful damsels laugh jokingly at the disabilities due to our old age. In that Badari resides a Lord who is our ultimate wealth and our solemn well-wisher. Here the Alvar says that as soon as young girls and young boys, they saw old people, they start laughing at them. At a moment, the wealth is lost and our physical strength of the past is lost. We will fail to even recognize the person and pass him of someone else's responsibility. So the Alvar says that God at Badari will not consider our wealth, age, beauty at all. So naturally, one has to go there and surrender to lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead before he becomes old. Finally, we are reaching Deva Prayag. So again, we are reaching Josimat. So we will hear one poem from Alvar, how he glorified Tripradi Divyadesam Lord, and finally we will hear one poem about Tirukadigai Deva Prayag Divyadesam also. வாலிமாவலனுக்கொரு துடல்கதி வரிசலை வளைவித்து அன்று ஏலம் நார் தடமொழியிடம் பெற்ற இருந்தன இமயத்துள் ஆளுமாமிகிருத அறுவரை அகடுரம்புகடேறி Pili Mamayil Nanasayam Saranjane Pridi Sandaleta Ninjame. Here the beauty of Deva Prayer, the beauty of Josimat is explained in a very beautiful way. Oh mind, go to Tripradi, which is known as Josimat in the present day. In the Divedesam full of thick scented growths of Perumal, who during Ramavadar let loose an arrow from his beautiful bow and destroyed the powerful monkey like King Bali, resides in a happy way. In their Divedesam full of waterfalls, in the midst of beautiful Himalayan mountains, the peacocks with their widespread tails with great difficulty crawl up to the tall mountain peaks and dance with abandon, even as the rain-laden clouds thunder along the skies. Still now, if when you go there, we can see the same beautiful atmosphere in this particular dividation known as Tripriti dividation, which is known as Josimat in the present day context. So like that, they also sing so many songs in so many beautiful ways. Finally, for traveling from Josimat to Rishikesh into Haridwar, approximately it takes 7, 8 to 9 hours. So what can reach here? And when we reach and take the darshan of Ganges again, our Yathra comes to an end. But definitely, at least minimum for 1 week, 1 month, maybe for some 1 year, all the remembrances, all the places we visited will be always running in our mind, because that is the power of the Devabhumi, these Himalayas, Chardham. But unfortunately, previously it seems that only tapasvis, yogis, devotees, they used to travel beyond the region of Haridwar, Rishikesh, and naturally the whole atmosphere in the previous time. Maybe they may have maintained a very beautiful atmosphere in the Himalaya mountains. But now modernization is gradually spreading in different parts of these Himalayas also. So many places in artificial way, they are building so many dams actually. So for exploiting the natural resources of this mountain, so they are drilling the land, drilling the mountains, and gradually, previously nobody eats meat in this particular region. Now gradually meat eating is introduced in these regions, and gradually these places are advertised as places for tourism, enjoyment, and merrymaking. And as gradually this Devabhumi also gradually the Devabhumi also loses its spiritual grandeur. So this is Kali Yuga. So generally, it's not advisable to go there always, but at least once in our lifetime, we have to visit all these holy places. And amazingly, even though these all are holy places, nowadays there is no so much Kirtan or Krishna Katha is present in this particular area. So it is the will of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Lord Chaitanya. Devotees has to go and visit all these holy places, and they have to perform Kirtan there. They have to recite Krishna Katha there. As a result, by their mercy, all these holy places, they will be rejuvenated by the mercy of the holy name. Again, they will get their potency of purity and devotion to the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Prabhupada ki jai. So in the 5 days, we have only covered in a very nutshell way only, in the bird's view only, all these holy places. That's a thing we can do. In future, if Krishna give mercy, we will visit all these holy places, and we can have a detailed, elaborate Krishna Katha and holy Dham Katha in these particular places. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji,
Thanks
for taking all of us to this wonderful holy place of Chardham. So hope everybody enjoyed and
Thank you.
understood the importance.
Thanks, Prabhuji.
And actually, we planned for 7 days,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
by virtual, it is easy for Prabhuji to cover the places. So we
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be stopping here.
Yeah,
And also, Prabhuji will wish to go to his hometown for visiting
Yeah,
his mother.
yeah.
So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will be going to Srirangam, the holy dham of Srirangam. So after Srirangam, again Prabhuji will take us to Rameshwaram with live. Prabhuji will be available in Rameshwaram, and he will be giving the glories of Rameshwaram from Rameshwaram itself. So we are so fortunate for that. Today's session, if there is any question or any comments, please come forward. Hare Krishna. Okay, if there is no questions or no comments, Shivaguna Krishna Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandar Pranams.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare
Hare Krishna,
Prabhu.
Prabhu, Dandar Pranams, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Tell me, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Prabhu, thanks,
Actually,
Prabhu.
we were very fortunate to directly associate with you during this Chardham Yathra.
Thanks, Prabhu.
So it was really evergreen memories for us, and we are very blessed for that.
Yeah.
Now we are virtually seeing, but we are very fortunate to have direct Yatra also with you.
Yeah.
So thank you, Prabhu, for giving the wonderful narration of all these important places and giving
Thanks,
your
Prabhu.
valuable time for us, enlightening us and inspiring us in Krishna consciousness. Thank you,
Thanks.
Prabhu. And we are very eager to hear about our South Indian Yatra also. Hare Krishna.
Rameshwaram.
Hare
Thanks,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Prabhu. Thank you. So on behalf of Kanyadesh Yatra devotees, we would like to express our gratitude to Prabhu by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thanks, Prabhu.
Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa
Sindhubhya
sindhubhya
Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Vaishnav ki jai.
Jai.
Ki
Jai.
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 Badrinath ki jai. Chintana Krishna Prabhu ki
Jai.
jai. Hare Krishna. As Prabhuji was mentioning, with the mercy of Ramanujacharya, we can start our Srirangam Yatra tomorrow. So please join at 6:30. Tomorrow again it will be at 6:30.
6:30.
We will proceed with our Deepadan. Sadan Shyam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Where will be going?
Prabhu. Ajish Prabhu and Sandhya Mataji, it is Abbasia. This phone is Shibu Prabhu. Connect with the Shibu Prabhu's one.
Ask him to switch on the video.
Okay, Prabhu.
Namaviswaram Satchidananda Rupam Blessed കുണ്ടലം നമാമീശ്വരം സച്ചിദാനന്ദരൂപം യശകുണ്ടലം ഗോകുലേ വ്രജമാനം യശോദപിയോലുഗലാദവമാനം പരാമൃഷ്ടമത്യന്തദോദ്യഗോപ്യ യശോദപിയോലുഗലാദവമാനം പരമിഷ്ടമാത്യന്തദോത്രിത്യഗോപ്യ നേത്രയുഗം മൃജന്തം പരാംഭോജയുക്തേന സാദന്തനേത്രം രുദന്തമോഹോ നേത്രയുഗ്മം ചന്ദം കരാംഭോജയുഗ്മേന സാതങ്കനേത്രം മുഹുശോസകം വാത്രീരേകാംഗകണ്ഠ ഗ്രൈവദാമോദരം ഭക്തിവന്തം മുഹുശ്വാ
हरे कृष्णा शिव प्रभु
മുഖശ്വാസകം നിവാരതാരമേ മനസ്യാവിരസ്താമാൽ ചലാവേ നമോ ദേവദാമോദര വിഷ്ണു പ്രഭോ ദുഃഖ നമോ ദേവദാമോദരാനന്ദ വിഷ്ണു പ്രഭോ ദുഃഖ ജലാഭിമകം കൃപാ സൃഷ്ടി ദൃഷ്ട്യാദീനം തദാനു കൃപാ ദൃഷ്ടി ദൃഷ്ട്യാദീനം തദാനു സമമച്ച യദാശിഷ്യ दास्यधाम्ने नमस्ते सुधाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने तुतीयरायाद्रा विश्वस्य धाम्ने नमो राधिकाय तुदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकाय तुदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकाय तुदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय नमो राधिकाय तुदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भासमानम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोदपियोलोकनाथपमानम् परामृष्टमत्यन्तदोषव्यगोप्या यशोदापियोलोकलादपमानम् परामृष्टमत्यन्त दोत्रत्य गोप्या हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय राधा रास बिहारी राधा रास बिहारी राधे जय राधा रास बिहारी राधा रास बिहारी राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा सुभद्रमा जय सुदर्शन जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा सुभद्रमा जय सुदर्शन जय गौरनिता जय गौरनिता गौरनिता जय गौरनिता जय गौरनिता जय गौरनिता गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय तुलसी महारानी 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 जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु परंपरा जय गुरु जय जय प्रभुपा 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 जय जय प्रभुपा जय प्रभुपा 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 जय जय प्रभुपा जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल ओम भाव अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय समाचार हिदायत की जय ग्रंथ प्रभु श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौर श्याम सुंदर ठाकुर की जय वृंदावन धाम की जय मथुरा धाम की जय द्वारका धाम की जय अयोध्या धाम की जय जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय गंगामय यमुनामय की जय बलदेव तुलसी की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत गीता की जय कलियुगम हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय राम संकीर्तन की जय दामोदराष्टकम की जय श्री दामोदर भगवान की जय निताय गुरुमान जय और गो समलवटे और गो समलवटे और गो समलवटे और गो भगवान और गो प्रभुपाद और गो गुरु महाराज दास गुरु प्रमाण जय
हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंड प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण जी दंडवत प्रणाम। So you'll be glorifying locally or
Yes, Prabhu. It's in
okay.
Malayalam language.
Okay, so you can proceed from there.
Yes, Prabhu.
So we will continue our program tomorrow evening 6:30 p.m. We will be visiting Srirangam Dham.
Okay.
So please join at 6:30 itself. Hare Krishna. So we will do our Vaishnava Pranam and we will conclude. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha
कल्पद्रुपश्च
patitanam
कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च
pavanebhyo
पतितानां
vaishnavebhyo namo
पावनेभ्यो
namo
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Advaita
नमो नमः।
Vaishnava ki jai, Srila Prabhupada
जा
ki jai, Guru
जा
Maharaj ki jai,
जा
Damodara Ashtakam ki jai, Damodara Mas ki jai, Nitai
जा
Gaur Premanande, Hare
हरे
Hare
हरे
Bol.
बोल।
All glories to the assembled devotees, all
हरे
glories
कृष्णा
to the assembled devotees, all glories
हरे
to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila
कृष्णा
Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much, all the assembled devotees. We will proceed tomorrow. Thank
हरे कृष्ण
you, Hare Krishna. Shivaguna Prabhu, can you stop the YouTube?
हरे कृष्ण
Shivaguna Prabhu, YouTube, can you stop it? Hare Krishna.